session. Hopefully you all are doing good. As you know that this channel is about safety related topics, and if you are planning to build a career in safety or you have heard about NEBOSH but you don't know where to start, so this session is for you guys. On the daily basis I upload safety related topics. Today's my topic is about a NEBOSH IGC and the basic topics those you must have to understand before enroll yourself in a NEBOSH IGC examination. So if you are planning to build a career in safety, or you have heard about a NEBOSH, but you don't know where to start, so this is a proper session I've designed for you guys. So before we begin, quickly tell me in the chat, are you already studying NEBOSH or just planning to start? Yes. Are you planning to start a NEBOSH IGC, or if you have any knowledge about the NEBOSH IGC, you can share with me in the comment section box. Today we are starting a complete NEBOSH IGC basic course, and this is the part 1. In this I will cover only the few topics today, and later remaining topics will come in the another video. So let me know, are you starting NEBOSH IGC right now or you have already done? What is your job position right now and where from you are watching? Yes, and please share with your friends as well as soon as possible, so join as much as you can join. So I'm going to start. Yes, my dear friends, are you already doing a study in a Bosch IGC or just planning to do it? Let me know in the comment section box. Today we are starting a complete NEBOSH IGC basics, and this is the part 1 in which I will only cover a few topics. Let me ask you one question. Why do you most people struggle in NEBOSH? What difficulty you feel in the NEBOSH? What type of difficulty you feel in the NEBOSH examination? You can let me know in the comment section. NEBOSH is not only about memorizing, it's about understanding the concepts related to safety and the real best scenario of the industries. You can say the safety cases. In industries, there are on the daily basis there are a lot of cases happens in industries related to explosions, related to the boiler blast, so these all things, if you will understand a NEBOSH IGC properly, so definitely you will be able to perform well in your organization. So NEBOSH IGC is the most important certification, UK-based certification, and it has a good demand in the Gulf countries, even in India, Pakistan as well. So my suggestion for you before enrolling yourself in the NEBOSH IGC, first you have to understand what are the basics of the NEBOSH IGC, because in this way you will understand where is your level, either you are understanding the basic topics or not. If you are getting each and everything related to the basic topics, so no issue, you can enroll yourself later and you will get a good marks. And because there is IGC in NEBOSH IGC, there are two papers, IGC report and IGC one paper. The one paper that is related to the theoretical, and the second IGC2 is a practical report. You have to submit the both in under the deadline, but the practical report is, I think so, more difficult than the theoretical thing, because in that you have to find out the hazards, and you have to provide the corrective actions, and you have to reduce the hazards as well. So because mostly people they jump directly into the difficult topics without understanding the basics, so that's why I have designed this basic course for you guys. And I come live for you guys on the daily basis. So NEBOSH is not about the memorizing. Keep in mind one thing, it's all about the clearing concepts related to the safety things. And today we are going to build that foundation. So for those who don't know what is the NEBOSH, so I'm going to clear The abbreviation of the NEBOSH is, that is, National Examination Board in Occupational Health and Safety. It is a UK-based certification, and mostly it's demand in the Gulf countries. It is the one of the most recognized safety qualification in the whole world. If you want to work in the Gulf countries or UK, or even improve your job in Pakistan or in India, so you must require the NEBOSH IGC for safety officer. And the basic course, that is the IOSH as well. Yes, IOSH, managing safely, is also the basic safety related course. Before starting the NEBOSH, I suggest you to do the IOSH first and watch my tutorials before starting to the NEBOSH, because in this way you will be able to understand whether where you are, and are you understanding these basic topics or not. So today we will not go deep into everything. We will just focus only the basic concepts, because if your basics are strong, you can easily pass the NEBOSH. If you are understanding to me, so just type in the comment section box yes. Are you understanding me or not? If you are understanding, so just write a yes in the chat. And have you ever seen this situation at your workplace or not? Is there any difficult situation you have faced and you require the NEBOSH certification or qualification there? So just let me know. So here you can see the NEBOSH. It is an international general certificate, and this is the examination board in occupational health and safety in the UK. So what is the occupational? You know, the occupational word is derived from the occupation that represents us when a person performs any job like driving, cooking, teaching. These are the professionals. So similarly, those people who work related to the safety or hazards, that is known as occupational safety. You know, there are different definitions we observe or we see on the daily basis. We learn from the different platforms. The first one is the absence of risk. The absence of risk, like series of personal injury, damage property, or loss of environment. So the absence of risk of these things, that is known as a safety. You feel safe or to perform work well without any hazard. So that is known as the safety. It means to protect employees, employer, assets, and environment. Safety does not only mean to protect one thing, it requires to save all the things, not only employees, but yes, employers, assets, and environment. The production, if you are dealing with the production process, so save that production, that is known as the safety. So freedom from risk or harm, this is the third or short definition. Freedom from risk or harm, loss or injury, that is known as a safety. We can take example of this safety, like there is some blocks at the top of building that can fall down on employees. We can barricade the block to prevent fall down on employee. So if there is a risk of falling an object, so you have to barricade that area, and you have to mention that the work is going under construction. Construction work is undergoing, and you have not to come here because of the barricade. Barricade. The people will understand. Yes, there is a barricade, so they will not be there. So that is that area is covered by the barricade, and in this way you can save the lives of the people. And you know, in the industry, we mostly face different hazards and risks. You can see the example on the screen. Like the first hazard is the electricity, and the risk is shock current. Second is the work at height. I already discussed in my last video live session. Fall from height, that is known as a work at height, and the knife we mostly use in different places. You know, cut your finger, that is known as a knife hazard. Wet floor, like a slip and trip risk, there is a slip and trick risk if the floor will be the wet. So that's why we have to always mention a good housekeeping in our industry. Ladder, you know, ladder is one of the related to the work at height, fall from ladder. So risk is the combination, you can say the risk is the combination of two things, you know, so likelihood and the severity. What is the likelihood? Anybody knows about the likelihood, just let me know in the comment section box. Are you enjoying or not, or just getting bored on this live sessions? What is the likelihood? The chance of occurrence of accident. If the chance, you can say in a single word, the chance of occurrence of accident, that is known as the likelihood. And severity, the quantity, or you can say the potential of harm, how much a hazard has the potential to harm, that is known as the severity. So if we will combine or get a product like the likelihood into the severity, the risk will come out. How to evaluate the risk? There is a risk matrix. You can see in the picture, you have a five numbers total horizontally and the vertically. If you will multiply 2 by 2, so the result will come 4. If the likelihood is 2 and the severity is also 2, so when you will multiply 2 by 2, so definitely you will get a 4. So 4 reading is coming into the low. There is a low risk. 1 to 4, we will say it's a low risk. For example, there is a 3 and a 2. There's a 3 number for the likelihood and 2 for the risk. So you can say 3 to the 6. So 6 will come in a medium risk according to 5 to 9 reading. And the last is if there is a 4 and 4, means the 4 likelihood and the 4 is severity. The chance of the risk is high. So definitely for the 16. So 16 will come in the higher risk. So this is a risk matrix we mostly use to understand what type of how much the quantity of the risk is present. Are you getting me or not? Are you getting me or not? Let me know in the comment section box. Yes. Another thing is welfare facilities to provide basic needs for workers. This is a basic requirement from the employees, from the employer, and mostly employer provides these things because these are the welfare facilities to provide basic needs for workers like a toilet, drinking water, shelter room, first aid, and kid canteen, etc. These things, canteen, kid, toilet, drinking water, we know that these are the basic means requirements. So we know these things in a NEBOSH welfare facilities. We say welfare facilities. The other three things are most important, that is accident, incident, and near miss. Mostly people get confused in these three things. What is mean by the accident and incident? You know, the accident and incident both are the unwanted and unplanned event, but the thing is little bit different. For example, you can see the accident, it is unwanted unplanned event, which the result is personal injury, damage, property loss of environment. Means in the accident, the result is a personal injury, damage property, or loss of environment. While in the incident, a little bit different, like it is an unwanted, unplanned event which result into a property damage but not result into a personal injury. Means in the incident only the property can damage but not injury. That we call it a incident. But accident means all things get a loss. For example, the injury of the personal and the property damage, or you can say the personal injury and the loss of the environment as well. So that is called the accident. And incident, there is only damage to the property but not harm to any personal. So that is known as the incident. What is the near miss? Yes. Do you know what is the near miss? Near miss is also an unwanted and unplanned event that have a potential to cause injury or damage, loss, but didn't in fact do so. Means luckily, if someone get means free from a loss, if he will not get affected. So we will call it the near miss. Near miss means that is unwanted, unplanned event, and it also has a potential to harm, but in actual we will get no any loss. So that is known as the near miss. Are you getting me or not? Difference between accident, incident, and near miss. I hope so it's clear for you guys. If you still have any query, you can ask me in the comment section box. Yes. If you have still any query about incident, accident, and near miss, you can ask me. Let's move towards our next topic, that is hazard classification and types. If you are not asking me any question, it means everything is clear and you are getting me the properly. Hazard classification and the types. There are many types of there are many types of hazards in the industry. There are not only the one type of hazard. Like the physical hazard, noise, vibration, and electrical comes in the physical hazards, and chemical hazards like lithium, potassium, and paints are comes into the chemical hazards. Similarly, there are biological hazards as well, the bacteria, fungi, and virus, and the mechanical hazards like vehicles, crane, excavator. These are the mechanical hazards. Similarly, there are environmental hazards as well. For example, the high wind, weather, means changing of weather, or you can say the temperature increasing or decreasing. So that we will call it environmental hazards. Agronomical hazards means the condition between the workers and the equipment. A psychological, organizational hazard, overload, repetitive work, violence, stress, tension. These comes in the the organizational hazards. Sometimes our management and our boss means insists you to do continue 2 or 3 shifts. That is actually, we can call it a organizational hazard, because not a proper sleep also can lead to a big hazard, or you can say a big accident. So these are the hazards types, like physical hazards, chemical hazards, biological hazards, or mechanical hazards, environmental hazards, and economically, and at the last, organizational hazards. I hope so these hazards are clear to you. If you have any query about these hazards, you can ask me in the comment section box. Let's discuss about what is the Unsafe Act. If you already know that what is Unsafe Act, you can let me know in the comment section box. Yes. When workers did not follow or ignore the safety rules, that is known as unsafe act. In a simple definition, you can say not following the proper way of doing work. For example, the someone worker is doing a cutting of the plate and he's not wearing the face shield. He is not means following the safety rules and regulation. It means he is doing, or without work permit. He is doing it without work permit. It means that as he is doing unsafe act. Mostly employees do unsafe act, and that means lead to a big accident because of a personal the unsafe act. Simply for example, the speedy driving. Mostly people drive speedy in the organization or outside of the organization, but and they get accident just because of the speedy driving. The second is not wearing the PPE, the PPE, personal protective equipments, like gloves, shoes, and harness belt at work at height. Last time I also discussed it in detail about the harness belt in my last video. So, horseplay inside, or misabusing, throw the materials. These are the unsafe act, or like welding without a hot work permit, and he's not means wearing the goggles or the gloves. That will also be called a unsafe act. And there is another thing, that is unsafe condition. Do you have a knowledge about unsafe condition? Yes. Any environment or any location which is unsafe for the work and cause accidents. For example, opening on floor, and bad housekeeping, stair without handrail. These are the unsafe conditions. If you are watching, there is a handrail, and but sorry, if there is a stairs but there is no handrail, means this is an unsafe condition for the person to go, and he will if he will perform any work, and if he will perform any work without a work permit or without the PP, that will be the unsafe act. And that condition, like there is a ladder, there, if the steps of the ladder are broken, so that will be the unsafe condition. Opening on floor, or you can say the oil on the floor, that is unsafe condition for you. Are you getting me or not? Yes, my dear friends. Let's move towards another topic, that is there's a fourth and fifth point as well. Dusty atmosphere and defective equipment also come in the unsafe condition. What is a HSE policy? Every company has their own HSE policies. Like any company have a legal and social obligation to provide safe workplace, safe equipment, or safe environment for their workers. This policy every industry must have to follow to provide a safe environment to the people to perform good work activities at the workplace. Are you getting me? What is the HSE policy? Yes. If you know another a short definition, you can share with me as well. Any company have a legal and the social obligation to provide safe workplace, safe equipment, and the safe environment for their workers. What are the parts of HSE policy? There are three parts, like a statement of intent, like what is going to be done. Second is organizational section, who is going to do it, and the third is the argument section, how will do it. These three things comes in the HEC policy. According to these three things, organization make HEC policy and try to implement on the employees or the workers. Circumstances to review the policy: change in management, change in technology. Third is the after accident, after an audit, and the passage of time. Why we should be manage health and safety in workplace? Yes, after understanding all these topics, what you understand means why we should be manage health and safety in workplace. There is only the one reason, that is safety, and someone waits for us in our home, so we must have to go back as we come in on the industries. This is only the one main reason. The safety of the persons are very important. The safety of workers to perform duties well, it's very important. So that's why we should manage health and safety to protect our industry, to protect our process, to protect the lives of the people. There are three main reasons for it. For example, the first one is the moral reason. The moral reason relates to the moral duty that one person has to another. Many people are killed, injured, and disabled by their work. This harm is, no, is morally unacceptable, and our society is also wanting the people are safe while they are working. So, first reason is the moral reason. The second is the legal reason. Government did not want work without safety. The employer has a legal duty to follow legal standards like safe workplace, safe equipment, competent staff, and the training. Industry have to provide you the training related to your job, related to the safety, to safe work environment, and to provide a good environment to work there. So the second reason is a legal reason. The first one was the moral reason. If the employer did not follow these rules, a government will take action, example fines, punishment, and prosecution. The third reason is the financial reason. If you will not means the industry will not follow the safety standards, so after such time, the accident can occur, and that explosion, that accident will lead to the death of the employees, will lead to the damage of the property and the production loss and recovering costs, liabilities, and the penalties, insurance companies. So these all things will means it's a big amount, can be the it will be the big amount for the industries. So the financial reason is also the one of the biggest reason. The financial reason relates to fact that accident and ill health, the organization will cost money. Definitely, when an accident occurs in organization, there will be direct and indirect cost. So direct and indirect, there are many costs that will the industry will have to pay. So these are the three reasons: the moral reason, legal reason, and the financial reason. What is the direct cost? Yes, the measurable cost arising directly from the accident, for example, the first aid treatments, workplace sick pay, and the damaged products, is the direct cost. The second thing is the indirect cost. Indirect costs are difficult to quantify, hard to identify. Example, damage to the public manage and business reputation, damage to industrial relation. The third thing is insured cost. Those costs which will be insured, for example, fire, workers' injury, death, and medical cost. Uninsured costs, those costs which will not be insured. So these are the costs that industry will bear after an accident happening. So to protect from these things, industry don't want to pay these type of the things, so it will come in the financial reason, moral reason, legal reason, and the financial reason. So these topics we have covered in our part 1, NEBOSH IGC Basics part 1. So for the next more topics, stay connected on my channel. It definitely will come a second part of the basic topics. So because there are so many basic topics, how this was the topic, you must have to inform me in the comment section box, and what other topics you also want to listen to learn from this channel. So definitely I will make that video. So how was today's lesson? If you still have any query, you can ask me in the comment section box. Today we have covered, the basic part 1, basic topics of NEBOSH, and so make sure Subscribe this channel, and also turn on the notifications to get all the videos on your mobile. And you must have to see each and everything till the end. And you also please share with your friends as well, and don't miss the next live session. So till the next session, stay strong. Bye bye.